This is a quick guide on the fastest way to make money in Red Dead Online. I've tested all well-known methods I've found on YouTube and through my Discord server, such as cougar hunting, showdown series, carcass fishing, just to name a few. But there is one way of earning money that outdoes even the back-to-back wins on Showdown. And this method involves the mission more than one way to earn a buck. Yet again, feel free to mock me, but I'm about to whip out another spreadsheet to back up what I'm claiming. I've broken down the results here and what I personally was able to get from this method, and it was $255.74 per hour. But there is no doubt that some of you are going to be better hunters than me and generally faster at doing this method, and you will easily break $300 per hour. So the stats displayed on this spreadsheet take into account cooldown time, loading screens, and cutscenes as well. In addition to this cash, I also earned 0.57 gold bars per hour and a lot of XP. And if you need any more convincing that this method is completely legit, my mate Sek, who is by far the richest person that I know on Red Dead, also agrees that this is 100% the fastest way of making money. A huge positive for this method is that it's completely free from griefers, as you're placed in a private lobby with just you and your posse. This eliminates the potential for someone to shoot you in the back just as you get to the butcher, which I'm sure we've all had done to us in the past. What I'm about to show you isn't something that I've personally discovered. I actually got it recommended to me on my Discord server by iHeartGuts. Amazing username, and big thanks to him for letting me know about this. If anyone knows the original source to this method, then please let me know in the comments and I'll update the description with a link to the original source. And 100% full credit goes to whoever found this initially. In a nutshell, it basically involves loading up a mission, hunting during that mission to make money, and then completing the mission to get extra money, XP, and gold. There are a few small requirements for doing this, but they're easily achievable. Firstly, you or a member of your party needs to have low honor. You can easily get this by going on a killing spree. My video actually on the fastest XP method is a great way to do this, and there's a link in the description to that. For those of you that don't know, there's some missions that you can only access with low honor, and there's some that you can only access with high honor. So in addition to this, the member of the posse also needs to have access to the more than one way to earn a buck story mission. And you can unlock this by working your way through the online story missions. Just as you start, you'll see them popping up on the map in little yellow circles. Of course, if you haven't unlocked this mission and you don't have low enough honor, then you won't be able to launch it. But if you're playing with someone that does meet this criteria, then you'll be able to use this method just by tagging along with them. The recommended guns for this method are a varmint rifle, a bolt action rifle, and a repeater. So the absolute minimum number of people for this method is 2. Ideally, it would be 4 people, but 2 does work as well. And yields very similar results too. But I don't have any friends, no one likes me, and I'm always alone. Well, now you don't have to be. If you join my Discord server below, the dedicated Join a Posse channel is available in the server, so if you're looking to play in a group, just head there and let people know your console, time zone and username, and you'll find some people to posse up with. Remember, for this, you only need 2 people. So after all this, once you've got your posse, the leader needs to launch the mission. If you're playing with less than 4 people though, as soon as you get into this screen, you need to be prepared to ready up as soon as possible, as you don't want any extra person on this mission ruining the method by actually playing the game properly. If someone does pop up in the lobby, just back out and try again. Then once you're in, just follow the steps of the mission all the way up until you're asked to destroy the ammunition. As soon as these 3 yellow dots pop up, it means it's time to hunt. At this point, leave the fort and go hunting in and around Valentine, and also set a timer on your phone for 25 minutes. You can use your phone, computer, whatever you've got a timer on, basically. And then when this timer ends, you need to go back and complete the mission. So the reason for this is that you won't be awarded any extra cash for completing the mission after this point. Basically, there's a difference in reward between completing in 10 minutes and completing in 30, but there is no difference in reward if you complete in 30 minutes compared to 40, 45, 50, however long after that. Weirdly, you just get more money, XP and gold for taking longer to complete the mission. So to maximise the efficiency of this method, you need to be as fast as possible, skipping cutscenes, killing soldiers, and moving from one place to the other. And to further increase your cash per hour, you need to be aware of a few hunting tips. There are multiple pig and sheep pens around the area, and these can be found at these points in Valentine. Now, normally in free roam, if you killed one of these animals, you'd get witnesses, and they'd go and report you to the police, and you'd get a wanted level. But when doing this mission and in this lobby, it's impossible to get a wanted level. So you can literally do whatever you want and you won't get police on you. So a pig carcass and a pelt is worth $5 and a sheep is worth a little less than this. If you've already got a carcass on your horse, if you kill another animal, before you skin it, you can actually drag it to the butcher by using your lasso. And this doesn't actually degrade the carcass. As you can see here, I've got a carcass on my horse, and I've also lassoed one that's on the floor, but that's not been skinned. Then just skin it and sell it to the butcher when you get there. A few other animals worth stopping for are some birds. Raven, turkey and pheasant feathers all sell for 45 cents a go, and a 3-star yields 3 feathers, so these are definitely worth shooting too. Their carcasses and their meat also sell for a little bit as well. The absolute top animals that you need to look for are eagles and 3-star whitetail bucks and deer. A 3-star eagle's feathers and carcass will give you the most money for this area in terms of birds, and a 3-star whitetail buck carcass, including meat, pelts and antler, will give you $16.10. And a 3-star deer will give you $11.05 for a carcass, pelt and meat. So prioritise these animals over all others. And if you don't trust your aim, you can always lasso the animal and kill it that way, because that will preserve the pelt and keep it 3-star. If you take 2 shots on a 3-star deer or buck, then it will degrade that carcass from 3-star to 1-star and will lose you a lot of money. Once your 25-minute timer sounds, make sure you've sold all the animals on your horse and head back to Fort Wallace to complete the mission. It's worth knowing as well that only one person in the posse is required to complete the mission. So if you're finished but your team aren't, then you can head back to the fort and blow the ammunition up yourself. Just make sure before you meet Samson that your team has sold everything on their horse, because any carcasses or pelts that they've got will disappear as soon as you complete the mission. Then when you meet him, you'll be rewarded with your gold, money and XP. If you are the posse leader, then you get about 10% more money than the rest of your posse. And then if you want to, you can just load this mission up again and earn even more cash. Be aware though that there is a short cooldown time on the mission that will stop you doing it immediately after, but this is only a few minutes. And I have taken this into account when working out the results on the spreadsheet. If you are planning to do this method, then I would say it's best to do it sooner rather than later, as although the technique's been about for a while, it is possible that it will get patched at some point by Rockstar when the updates eventually arrive. If you've got any other tips that might make this method even more effective, then please let me know in the comments below. I think that the reason this method is so good, beyond the fact that you make so much money, is that it's a lot more enjoyable than some of the other grindy methods that are out there. I mean, running back between Braithwaite Manor and the fence just to sell some jewellery doesn't exactly sound like a good time to me, and it wasn't when I tried it out. If XP is what you're mainly interested in though, if you want the fastest method of making this, also backed up by a spreadsheet, then click the link on screen now, or there is a link in the description as well. Don't forget to join the Discord server if you want to posse up, and please subscribe if you appreciate this straight to the point guide on the fastest way to make money in Red Dead Online. I'd quickly like to shout out a few people who've helped me out doing this method. Flux the OG, Sac Pasta Kona, Evan M, and a couple of IRL mates, Tay and Lulu401. They've really helped me out by joining my posse and helping me do this method, so big thanks to them. And again, of course, to I Heart Guts for recommending this to me. If anyone uses Twitter, I've actually just started an account for this channel, so feel free to follow me at JmCooKie YT. Thanks for watching. I'm JmCooKie. Cheers.